That's correct, okay? We don't want no allergies, honey. We want to be free and unleash our potential indeed. You're on your Feel Good Breakfast show, and this morning we are chatting to a lovely lady from Color Your Plate with KOO. She's someone who has been serving up bold flavors, delicious dishes, and colorful plates. And one thing I know about Reitumetse Mokoena is that when she is in the kitchen, honey, she's her happiest, but she's also doing the things that need to be done. And this is why we're catching up with her to find out how has the journey been, but also what does the future have in store? Because honestly and truly, she is a go-getter, which is why she is on the show. Everybody, let's give her a feel-good welcome, please. Reitumetse, how are you, my babe?
I'm absolutely amazing. How are you?
I'm good, thank you. You look gorgeous.
You look feel good.
Well, girl.
I mean, hey.
I'm feeling good because we're going to be eating your food soon. Yes.
I mean, why not?
But honey, let's jump right into this because I feel like, your journey on Color Your Plate with KOO has been absolutely amazing.
It has been.
Talk to us a little bit about it. What is something that we don't know in terms of just watching? What's happening behind the scenes?
Oh my goodness. I absolutely respect what you guys do.
Yeah.
Because people think it's actually, it's not a walk in the park. It's crazy. It's crazy.
I can imagine.
Sure, it's a lot of work. It's absolutely nothing like what you do when you cook it back at home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can imagine, especially because there's all the lights, the camera, the action, the color.
Looking pretty, sweating.
Yes.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
It's a lot.
But you're doing it with grace, my darling.
And with love.
Yeah, exactly.
And with love.
Exactly. And that comes through, I think, in terms of just how much you love cooking and how much you love what you're doing. What was it, though, that made you really decide that you wanted to enter Color Your Plate with KOO? And how did you feel when you found out that you were part of it?
When I actually got to enter, I was actually in a very dark space at that time.
Really?
Yeah. And I felt actually needed to realign myself with actually being the person that I am.
Sure.
And I felt it's only best to do that with actually what you actually know. So yeah, that's how I got to enter.
Yeah.
And when I got to know that I'm actually part of the top finalists, man, I was excited. It was a good feeling.
Did you cry?
At that time, I didn't.
Okay.
At that time, I didn't.
Fair enough.
Didn't.
Strong girl.
I didn't. No. At that time, I think, yeah.
Yeah.
It had not sunk in.
Oh, I get that.
But as time went by, oh no, shame, I became a crybaby.
Really? I love the honesty. I love the honesty. But I mean, I get it. It's also such a huge platform. And it's a really great opportunity. And especially for someone as talented as you, which I love.
I don't even have culinary experience.
Do you see this?
Hands, I'm saying it was just godly divine. Like, hands I cried. Hands I cried.
I get it.
You get it,
100%.
God did the things there.
You know what I mean? And this is why then I want to ask you, just in terms of you and actually getting your culinary experience, even though you don't 100%, when you didn't 100% go to school and things like that.
No.
Talk to me about just, where it even came from for you to be like, okay, I'm jumping into this. I'm going to teach myself how to cook and I'm going to become a culinary queen.
Obviously, when you grow up, you have that thing because, you're Mwanyana, So it's expected that you need to know how to cook and. So it was just that when it started. But as time went by, I actually realized that I actually love this thing. That's my happiest place. Yes. So yeah, I never stopped at that time.
I love that. And how long have you been cooking for?
It's been years.
Really?
It's been years.
That's incredible.
Started at a very young age, so it's been years.
And you're doing amazing, my babe. I mean, look at where you are now.
I mean,
on an entire cooking show. Exactly. But talk to me as well, just about, how you describe your cooking style, because I feel like it's very different to a lot of people.
It is.
So what would you use to describe it exactly?
I cook with love. I cook with love. I can't say there is don't cook with love, but I cook with love.
I get that. But do you find that you use a lot of flavors from when you were younger? Do you like to, sort of experiment when it comes to just different cuisines and things like that?
Now that I was on Color Your Plate with KOO, I'll definitely love to experience. But prior, it was that thing, keep it basic, keep it, just how you know it.
I love
Don't
that.
ruin it, but obviously just try to change it a bit.
Well, they always say keep it simple, stupid. So I get that. You know what I'm saying?
So that's what it was. That's what it's been.
Yes.
Yeah, you can never go wrong with the basics.
Talk to me, in fact, about, what are the basics of when you create a plate? Because now you're there, you're like, okay, cool, I'm going to create something. What's the first thing that you think of and that you're like, okay, cool, I need to get this right before we can do everything else?
Normally, when I start cooking, I think of, whatever it is that's probably going to take the longest time.
Yeah.
So I would obviously start with that and, end with, your basic elements so that you obviously get your dish ready in time, So, yeah, that's basically my styling to cooking.
We love a good strategy.
Yes, I mean, it gets things right.
Exactly.
You know.
And especially when there's so much pressure in the kitchen, like Color Your Plate with KOO. Talk to us about that pressure. Because, I mean, for me, I have pressure cooking in the kitchen, right? Because I only do cooking once a year, around Christmas.
Oh, okay.
So when I have to cook now...
And for a lot of people.
Yeah, you know what I mean? There's pressure of like, are they going to like the colors? Are they going to like the dish? Yes, all of those things. So when you're in Color Your Plate with KOO, talk to me about that pressure. What is it like?
Like I said, that was crazy. Like being in that kitchen is very crazy.
Yeah.
But obviously it actually pushes you, you know, beyond your elements because you become excited to actually explore, you know, you want to do more. Even like you can actually walk in with a game plan, but whilst you're still busy, you're going to feel like, actually, no, let me, you know, top it up a bit or change it up a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, hence I'm saying like it just takes you to a different, complete world.
I love that. And it's almost like a little bit of a different level. That's what it sounds like as well.
It is. Like I said, it's nothing like what you do back at home. You get to realize that it's actually real.
Yes.
So even when you go to these restaurants, guys, respect these chefs.
Sana.
Respect
Trust me, I do.
chefs.
As someone who steps into the kitchen once a year, I respect everyone that cooks, Sana.
Because you know the pressure, right?
Exactly. Of just that one day in the year.
I mean, but it's like many hours of it.
100%.
Right?
But babe, talk to me as well just about, you know, you and KOO products. I mean, I know I grew up with KOO baked beans being stocked in our family home all the time. What is your number one KOO product that you always just go to?
It has to be the baked beans.
Right.
It has to be the baked beans. Tell me of any household that did not have the baked beans.
Like,
and you remember growing up, they would do that salad, nyana. Is it still a salad? Where they would mix
the one
baked
with
beans,
mayo.
the mayo.
No.
Yeah, no. Back then it was a salad.
Okay,
Yeah, maybe. But now, no.
Yeah.
Now I'm not even sure.
I think because you've learned so many things on Color Your Plate with KOO. You got to say it's a salad.
Like, yeah, you know,
there's so
like,
many different things you can do with it.
Can't be that.
Exactly.
No, can't be that.
People are going to come for us, Reitumetse, but it's fine.
No, they can still do it.
Yeah.
We're just saying we're not sure if it's like is it
Does
a
it fall into
salad
the category?
You know,
we don't know.
Is it an element, nyana? What is it?
Maybe a little appetizer. We don't know. But babe, I also want to know, just in terms of the way that you cook now, you know, how has Color Your Plate with KOO kind of changed that a little bit? I think we kind of spoke about, you know, the ways in which it's kind of made you kind of feel as a cook. But now that you're experimenting a little bit more, what do you see yourself doing more of when you are, you know, outside of Color Your Plate with KOO?
My biggest thing was presentation whenever I'd cook, right? So now that I was on Color Your Plate with KOO, I got to be like, actually, I need to focus more on that.
Yes.
And aside from that, I felt like, actually, let me just explore the avenues, right? And perhaps even enroll myself perhaps in one of the culinary schools. So I'm still assessing. So yeah, I actually took it serious.
Yes, I love that.
Right?
Well, my babe, I am very proud of you, and your journey has been so lovely to watch. And honestly, I feel like you just being the vibrant queen that you are, that makes vibrant dishes, that your future is so bright.
Thank you, I receive.
And I know my future is bright because you're going to be cooking for us.
And you're going to be enjoying it.
Oh, I'm so excited, Kesana. It is going to be absolutely delicious. And this is why you got to stick around, because we have a delicious recipe that this queen right here is going to be getting us into. And Mzansi, you know we only ever give you the best, so do stick around. We're going to take a short break, but when we come back, we still got a whole lot more feeling good right here on your Feel Good Breakfast Show.
Catch Color Your Plate with KOO this Tuesday evening at 7:30.
I want to see family in your meals.
I'm just watching how nervous they are.
The atmosphere is intense.
I'm so overwhelmed today.
I'm panicking right now.
I just made a big mistake.
It looks like we've got a little thief because ingredients are going missing.
It's a me and you thing, okay? Don't tell anybody.
Catch Color Your Plate with KOO this Tuesday evening at 7:30 only on SABC2.